What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Trapfish Aquatics. I know it's been a little while since I've uploaded a video. My last video I said I was going to be uploading more, and then I just didn't. But last one, Tim was here. He helped me take some tanks down and redo my 125-gallon tank, and I was planning on doing videos weekly from that point on. And it's probably been about a month and a half since I've done another video, and there was a couple reasons for that I'm going to talk about here in this little update video, and then I'm going to show you some stuff I got going on. I do have projects going on in the fish room. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm already sweating, so there's a lot of stuff going on. But basically what happened is we did that video with Tim, and the following week we were going to go out that weekend and go on a kayak camping trip. So basically load the kayaks up with a bunch of camping equipment and go down the river. But there's a lot of rain that weekend from a hurricane, and we decided to go out to a lake and go camping on an island in a lake instead. And my wife made a little video of that, so if you guys are interested in that video or want to see it just because, I'll leave a link in the description because it was a pretty good time. But unfortunately what had happened was we went out on that trip, spent the night on the island, and when we got home, our dog that you may have seen in some of our videos, he's an Australian cattle dog, about 80 pounds. We came home, he was happy to see everybody and fine, and within an hour and a half of us being home, he got extremely ill. We let him out to use the bathroom, he just fell over in the yard, and we rushed him to an animal hospital. And apparently he had a blood cancer that we didn't know about, they didn't know about, and our vet didn't know about. And he was basically bleeding out internally. His stomach cavity was filling up with blood, and we unfortunately had to put him down just to stop his suffering because there was nothing that they could do. They basically said that if we did the surgery to try and save him, there was like a 70% chance he wouldn't make it through the surgery. And if he did make it through, he would only live another 1 or 2 months. So, unfortunately, we lost him, and he was like a kid to us, so it was pretty hard. I went through a pretty heavy grieving process for that. But a few weeks later, it's probably about a month after he passed, we went out and we got another puppy because our home was lacking in dog.
It was empty.
So, yeah, so this is Ruben. He's our new puppy, and we love him to bits. But that's basically why I haven't been filming. We've been pretty down and trying to take care of this guy. Yeah, I know. So, yeah. Hopefully, now we're going to get back into the filming of fish, because that's what I love. That's what I love doing. And I'm currently working on that. If you notice here behind me, I actually have moved from the wall over here. Soleil, the red devil, she is now, or he is now, up here. Much more out and active than he was before. He used to just hide. So he's up here, he's pretty active now. And he kind of reacts with her a little bit. We're trying to get them accustomed to seeing each other. Hasn't been any aggression that we've seen so far because eventually I want to try breeding them. And then down here we have another red devil. This one's brand new, maybe a couple months, probably 3 months old. This is Poppy. I'll get you a better picture of her in a little bit. But there is stuff going on, and that's what I want to show you guys today so you know what to expect as far as videos in the future. So let me show you what's going on. Alright, so this is Poppy. She does have a little bit of a torn fin there, but that'll heal up really easy. Nice creamsicle pattern. So, kind of excited to see what she looks like when she grows out. I say she, I have no idea on gender yet, haven't vented, not big enough. But yeah, got some plecos in here with her. She doesn't bother him at all. So, most of the tanks, there's no fish in these tanks at all. They're just holding filters for me currently, keeping them cycled. Nothing much has changed over here as far as the native tank goes. I do have some goldfish over here. These guys are just kind of in quarantine right now. These tanks here are eventually coming down once I find a home for all the crebensis. These guys have a home already. Not with somebody else, it's with me. And a couple more crebensis here. This tank's going to come down, and some Epistogramma Hongsloy. These guys are going to be going to another tank in my kitchen, the 65 gallon. But basically, what I've got going on is behind me, all these tanks. You like being on camera?
Oh my gosh, no! I thought you...
Anyway, behind me, you can see this whole wall is completely empty. I used to have two 55 gallons, a 20 long, a 15, and a 20 high on two different stands. They're no longer in here. You can see all the air lines running out to the 125 gallon in the living room, which I guess I could show you guys that. It's coming along pretty well. Need to add a little bit of water to it. And then all the shrimp and stuff I moved into this little 10 gallon. But that's that. So back out to the fish room. All these tanks are gone. So you're probably wondering why I took them down, and I'll show you. Alright, so you'll have to excuse the garage. It's a disaster right now because I got all these fish tanks here, this one here, got one back there, and a bunch of fish equipment back there and baby stuff. But 300 gallon. We are working on this again. Currently I'm cleaning it out. I've got it set up here, stand. Probably going to build a new stand because the plywood bottom. So I'll show you guys the plywood bottom. I have that over here right now, sitting on my boat. So here's the plywood bottom. Everything with this is still good. So we're going to be attaching the plywood bottom, side rails, because traditionally on an aquarium the tank rests on the frame, so all of your weight is put on the perimeter. That's how aquarium stands are designed to hold the weight. So the same thing was true with the 300 gallon. It had a frame on it, so all of the weight is designed to be held on the outside, which you can see there's no support in the middle, it's all on the outside. With the plywood bottom, the weight is going to be evenly distributed across the base of the aquarium, not just the outside. So I have to build a new stand to be able to support that, as well as the tank with the new base. The plywood bottom is no longer going to fit in this, so I have to build a new stand anyway. I may end up taking the doors off of this because the doors are still good. There's side panels that are over here. These are still good, so I may reincorporate these, maybe not. I'm not 100% sure yet, but this is what I'm working on, 300 gallon, and this is going to go where all those other tanks were, so I can get my goldfish back inside, because they've been out in the pond. So they're all doing good, but I want to get them back inside before winter. It's currently beginning of October. So once I get this all cleaned up, take it inside and get the silicone cleaned out of it, and then I can assemble it. And then let it sit for a week and then leak test it. So this will be some videos coming in the near future, just so you guys can stay tuned and watch if this is something you're interested in. So that's that. So that's basically the project I'm working on. 300 gallons going to go right here. Not sure how tall I'm going to make the stand. I know the tank is 27 inches tall, same as this 150 gallon. So the lower you make the stand, the more stable it is, right? So I'm probably going to do maybe a foot taller than that one. That way when you're seated you can view it pretty well. So maybe a 1.5 feet tall, maybe 2 feet tall. And that'll basically sit here. I do have an FX6 canister that I bought like 2.5, 3 years ago to use on it. But I also have all the airdrops, so I will be running sponge filters as well, because they're always good in an emergency, especially if your power goes out, you don't lose your filter. So that's going to be that. So that's basically it for this video, guys. I know I've been doing just a lot of update videos and not really filming educational content, but I do have a list of educational content that we're going to be doing, like what holds an aquarium together and different things like that. So I do have that stuff on a list ready to film. Hopefully now I'll be getting back into the filming and uploading of videos, because I know I've been kind of slacking with everything that's been going on, but it is what it is. Life happens. So thank you guys for watching Traffish Aquatics. Links, as always, in the description down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.